So I'm down in Bay Terrace where you can see me, and on these little itty bitty cameras over here. I was just speaking to the gentleman, Mike, Mike, who was the one wearing the St. Thomas shirt that I've come to speak to a bunch of times. Apparently he's got some people, he's got his father out in Calverton, he let me know, but his pearl of wisdom is, it made me realize, like, and I said to him, I got a couple of people out there, I got 4 that I can count, and then I was like, yeah, my Aunt Judy was the last one, and then he was like, yeah, well, he said his father was only in the army for, I think, 2 years, and he was able to be buried there, and then I thought to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, I was like, Judy was buried there, and I'm like, yeah, huh. I was like, well, I don't have, and my grandmother's buried there, but I just assumed because that's where my grandfather was buried, and her son, but again, I said, like, thanks for that, reminding me, or letting me know about that, I didn't realize. Then we went through, he was big on education, he said, and I'm like, uh-huh. And then he went through the spiel that you humans, I mean, it's like a dime a dozen, all your testimonies, I swear to fucking Christ. And I'm just patiently listening to him drag on and on and on about the same fucking argument. That means absolutely fucking nothing. I think you politicians do that shit. And I finally said to him, I go, listen to me. I was like, let me ask you a question. I was like, what does, I was like, you know, when I was little, I was like, I was kind of, you know, I was speaking to, I guess it was your state assembly. That's where that tie-in is. As I go through the day, because this was the same day that I got some merit certificate from the State Assembly of New York, because he was talking about some special educator that went to some higher school, and then she was asking for something, and then, I don't know, it just fucking broke down and trickled down, and nobody gives a shit. And so now because of who I am, I was like, and the way I was born, I was supposed to bypass New York State education system completely, and they were supposed to, like the petition or whatever, they were supposed to give me some kind of international partnership or something. I was like, so I could help fix the education of the here and now, because the education was already so broken. And then he went on a tangent, and I'm like sitting here like, oh God, this is... Right. Okay. So I said, I was like, you know, I was supposed to help build a better tomorrow, because I already know what you're going through. I was like, but here I am, 4 decades, totally wasted. And then he was going on, and I go, I'm transparency. Does that mean anything to you? And he's like, no, but and he was really stuck on the building a better tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, no, I know that's like a tagline, like a concept you humans like really catch on to. It's like a sales pitch, but it's not really. And then let's think about this. So the transparency, and then it was, I go, oh, and then he was like, and then the business. And I was like, yeah, okay. But he wouldn't stop. I was like, wait, I got a question. What is that? Where was that word born? Like, what does that word mean to you? I'm just curious. And then he's like, oh, and then he's like telling me the human concept of business. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, I'm trying to help him, like, learn something. But he's so busy on his soapbox of preacher of stupid, like my father, like he can't get out of his own fucking way. I'm like, dude, I get you're important. You're important, teachers are important, it's important, noble profession. I got my stock answers down, and stupid human, like, every time I talk to you, it's the same fucking thing. It's the same answer. I got how you guys work like clockwork. Not a problem. I mean, it's like, holy fucking shit. And I'm like, okay, are you done? Right, great, okay. Business. It's born in the U.S. in the SS. That's how you spell it. That's how you spell business. It's an SS assembly relationship with the U.S. whatever your unit of human states. We have some kind of business together. I'm in the born territory. Oh, of course, I'm a capitulate, but I didn't go into that. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, I was alerting the humans. I was like, and they did nothing. And then I started cursing, because he's the kind of guy I can curse in front of. And I was like, I fucking hate humans. I hate the fact that I alerted them. I needed state assembly. I needed someone in the state assembly to pull the correct special education strings to get me to circumvent the stupid fucking state school and public system. But city was unable. State was unable. And what the fuck else is there? Nothing. So the city of New York fucked me, and so did the state of New York. I was like, they forced me into their stupid fucking broken education system. I was like, and then I get out and I can't get a fucking job. And they fucking totally leave me. They leave me in New York State after forcing me. They denied me transparency birthright that was imperative for me and them to circumvent the stupidity circus of the politics in New York State. They didn't think that was a priority. They did absolutely fucking nothing. I had to go through all wasted years. I wasted my life paying for some college shitbag, nobody gives a shit, and then I couldn't get a fucking job. And I've been waiting ever since to get some form of payment to support myself, while, no less, I have other shit going on, and, I really don't want to have to camouflage in and become a wallflower. I don't. I fucking hate human. What the fuck am I mean, you got it wrong the first time, what, anywhere in between the span? You couldn't get one fucking life right, stupids? So here we are. In order to have an alien hybrid, you have to, and changeling, you have to have a translucent with multiple arms and a human in the same dark arts room. I have that. Done. Check. Complete. We know who I am. What I don't know is what the fuck is walking around in Stupidville. I mean, I hear you're same old. Right, yeah, no, I was trying to close that same old before we got 42 years older. It wasn't working for me when I was 3 and 4 or generations before. But you all get mad at the wrong fucking shit. You trust the wrong fucking people. You think who the fuck you are. And me, I'm ready to go delete all of the fucking genetic human. They were fucking a bad investment. So here we are at storyboard and whatnot on spaceship and spacecraft and space genetics I own. The pace is all fucking wrong. The direction's all wrong. I mean, where the hell is the one fucking cock that makes one human life worth living as a woman? I thought that was dumbed down enough for some stupid somewhere to get my fucking roster and roll call right the first time. Clearly I was wrong. I can't fix stupid shit like the education system in New York unless I get to where I need to get in better, bigger places. Thanks for the leg up, you fucking assholes. So here we are, and I still don't give a fucking two shits less about the New York City. I mean, you're gonna have no schools, no money, no genetics to even live in. That's where we're at for treating me this way, fucking assholes. So now, here we are I got, let's think about this. Alright, so the translucent, and I did mention, by the way, to Mike, I did have one human conversation. I'm like, did you ever have, dark art? I mean, they used to call it dark arts, then they called it photography when I took it in junior high. Did you have anything? I was like, we also had, a woodworking shop in my junior high, and then we had, a home economics where they taught cooking and sewing. How about you? I was like, you have any of that? He didn't answer me, and I'm like, right, yeah. I was like, okay, so when I was in photography class, I was like, there's little bins of liquid, and then I told him about the gray tones, the sepia. There's a brilliant and a bright, depending on whether it's the gray tones with the E or the gray tones with the A. One's indicative of sepia. One's indicative of black and white is what we call it. One's more of the brown tone family. Again, just so you know why my transparent is sitting in a what you call transparent speech. I'm very clear with my understanding of who I am and what I was born for in transparency, but I was born in a non-translucent skin. This one, I don't know what we call it. I mean, I thought they called it human skin. I don't know what to call this flesh tone. I think my husband calls it Peachy Keen. So it's PEACHKEEN, because what happens is when we were in the dark arts room, there's no color in the iris and there's no eyeball on a translucent. It only sees in the gray tone with an E and a gray tone with an A. So for me to have a conversation out of a human Peachy Keen who sees in full color spectrum and in full gray tone and can communicate the difference in symbol technology and in, well, they call this my body machina technology. But you idiot humans have exacerbated my patience and his. And stolen so much, it's like you made me a fucking genie in a bottle, made every one of your fucking wishes come true, and it looks like it looks like disrespect to him and I, completely. I got no fucking, I don't need a fucking human to ever live ever again. I got my one color, like in my eye, he's got a uniform that looks the same, and we're good on one. And we actually work really well in satisfying one another when you humans actually give us what we need, which hasn't happened in, 4.5 decades. So, let's think about this. Yeah, so I'm good in all area off plan in the out of rim territory. I have my one uniform. I have my color eye with the rotten apple core, which transmits and produces signal in the, we conduct Braille diction and fiction in an alien language that is not traditionally human. So this way we don't have to actually speak to human and explain anything to them ever again. So that's why I'm here. I got a genetic human uniform. So this way we could do cuneiform, runic, and druidic without ever having to speak to all area in Stupidville about New York State education and needing them to pull a few strings just for them to fail completely because they're a bunch of assholes in politicalville in the state of New York. I think like Clinton, whatever. So let's think about it. Okay, so if we're going to out of rim, OUTOFRIM, where I come from in genetics that live on well past their expiration date in a normal lifespan, the reason why I was built and born in a pair, again, was so there was color in the eye. So this way I would have Braille cuneiform reading off of a genetic unit to help the shitbag humans once we get them back into a viable state of what's healthy for them and not all this what we want shit of movies, popcorn, and video games. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. There is no point in living. Let's think about this. Alright, so, and then I got everybody putting their foot. Look at this. I mean, it is like fucking, they are just such a fucking bunch of assholes. No manners, no morals, no ethics. Just putting his fucking brights on in my face as if he was like something important. I mean, it's just, their characteristics are disgusting. Alright, so that's the gray tone. That's the reason why I'm here. That puts us back where we need to be on correction and fix. And that moves me back into a dark room, speaking on one plane of consciousness between my human into an eye that does not have an eyeball, for recognition on my color uniform.